Hey, what's up guys, my name is Axidroid and welcome back to another video of building Mimban in Lego, episode 19. I'm super happy for this episode. You can actually see a little bit of a sneak peek in the background, so you'll get to see that all at the end of the episode. So I really appreciate you guys coming to this video and watching my videos. I actually really appreciate it. And before we go into any of the progress, I would really appreciate it if you guys left a like on the video. That really helps me out a lot. And if you want to leave a comment down below, is also very much appreciated. And if you want to help me get to the 10k subscriber goal, we're almost there. We're at 8,000 subs right now, so that's so cool that we're actually getting close to 10k at all. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's get to the first progress. So here is the first panel we're actually going to work on. So I'm just popping it off right now, and that's kind of my progress. It's just getting the greeble pieces. I actually had so many greeble pieces right in front of me. Just seeing every piece that I have really helps me out. For what pieces to choose, because just coming out of your head and just thinking, oh yeah, this might work, it's not gonna work. So you can see my little bin of greebles there. So I take my two pieces that I use in all of the trench runs, trench walls, and those are always on the bottom. And there is something about these walls, another little magic trick there, but something about these walls, they are all gonna change in like the middle of the episode, so they're gonna look a lot better. Just keep on waiting till you see that, but you'll definitely see the difference after a little bit, after I got some advice from friends on my Discord and on the Rich Boy Glaze Discord. So this is another piece of the wall, which also have to pop that back in. And it's actually so helpful that I actually did the prototype walls. It really helps me out a lot, since I can just take it, watch a movie or something and have it right in front of me. I'm pretty proud of these magic tricks. I'm learning a lot of tricks, as you guys can see. But you can notice that little control panel there. That will be something you'll see at the end of the video. I will also have lights in that. So another, popping it back in, it's super satisfying, seeing it upgraded with detail. And this is actually the first time I did some, groundwork, and that gave me a lot of motivation, since I just love the transition that is going on there. So there's barely any gap, and that really, motivates me a lot, since that was kind of, scary for me. I really didn't want to have that bug, that big of a gap there, but that's really, cool that it doesn't. And right now you can see it's a little bit messy, but all of that will be resolved pretty soon. Here's a little shot of a stormtrooper peeking out of the trench, since they do shoot out of the trenches. That's obviously a little bit of an overview. This is really cool. Apparently this is like a make nest or something. There's some terminology, like warm terminology, but this is definitely I wanted to do it from the start. And here we have the upgraded wall. So I added a lot of brown pieces at the top of the trench, as it's like drooping over, since the dirt obviously comes into the trench as well. It's not super clean. I also made a little stand there for a stormtrooper or a rebel to stand in, but that will be changed pretty soon. But what I did mostly about cleaning these trenches was just adding one tube that continues over the whole trench, and you'll see more of that later. But here's another trench that I made. I keep saying trench, but it's actually trench walls. I'm sorry about that. And as you guys can see, it's just super clean. Not too much going on there. Just an accent color of dark gray. And this one I was pretty proud of. Is a little bit of a snot technique. It's not that stable, since it's just connected to one stud, but that adds a lot to me. Like, I should definitely do that more along these trench walls, because definitely that way it just looks like it's actually dropping down there, and just some rust detail and stuff. And that was super satisfying, the little tube piece fitting in there. And these light gray tubes really add a lot. I think just keeping it fully light blue gray instead of adding dark gray, it's way better. Just adding the dark gray as an accent color is way better in my opinion. Just otherwise it just gets too messy. And I do agree with some people that gave me advice that the trenches were way too, there was so much going on, and this is just way cleaner, as you guys can see. And I can't wait to at the end like more at the end of the video, you'll see that I'll add a bunch of lights, and I can't wait to show you guys. But you know, this detail is really making me happy. I really love the dirt that like comes from above, and just adding a lot more simplicity adds so much, since this mock is gonna be so, you know, there's just gonna be such a battlefield. There's gonna be so much that goes on. Like, it's just the biggest battle I'll probably ever make. You know, aside from maybe an end game battle that I'll do in the future. Here's some more of that e-web design, which I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. I really like that design I came up with. And here is the little, you know, platform or stand that a person can stand on. And here we have our first wall that actually have a new light design. But before we do that, I got a little bit of a haul. I got some pieces for my secret project I'm working on, and I got some extra pieces for it, you know, some brown pieces. And these are actually some pieces I'm super low on that piece, so I need to get more. Here we have our first little blinking light, and this is something I'm super proud of. So we have a lot of these new lights that I showed in my last video, or the video before that, I'm not sure. And I really wanted to have, you know, some sort of spotlight, some sort of lantern, just some generic lights to have in the trench unit so you can see at night, obviously. And these were, you know, very useful. The thin wire helps out so much, obviously, since it can just fit in between bricks, you know, connecting to each other. There's a little bit of gap, but it's unnoticeable. And then I just fit this wire right through this, you know, modified plate, and just, you know, it gets covered up very well. You barely even see the wire. And then I made this little wall, and it fits in perfectly, and I can't wait to show you guys it lit up. And also, you can, if you notice it, I also use light gray, the old gray, I mean. And adds a lot of detail. I think it adds some nice weathering to it, and I'll definitely continue doing that. I'm a big advocate of using the old gray as well. And here we pop it in, and just, you know, fits in nicely. That's, you know, such an advantage of, you know, pre-doing these walls, having the prototype walls, just fitting it instead of having detail from the beginning. But here we go, guys. We have a light, and actually this is a yellow stud, but actually eventually changed it with an you know, light trans orange piece, and it looks so much better. You'll see at the end of the video. And this is such a cool haul, guys. This was a pretty much, you know, just a spontaneous buy on Bricklink, but we have two of these medical droids, and I think they look so cool, and they're so useful for every Star Wars mock, basically every battle Star Wars mock. And I decided to get two of these. Were about 10 euros each, which is worth it to me. I think that was one of the cheapest ones that was selling more than one. And these are going to be so cool, just, you know, helping injured soldiers in the trenches. I think that will be such a cool thing. Also have, you know, Mimban troopers that are medics as well, but these droids are going to be so cool. But here you guys can see I got 4 more battery packs for the 4 panels that I'm going to have. So each one will have an individual battery pack, and they actually have 2 connection points for USB ports, and they definitely have enough energy for, you know, to withstand all of the lights. But here we have a little montage of the lights. And that's it for the video, guys. I really appreciate you guys staying till the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage as well of the little, you know, light show. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below, guys. And I hope to see you guys in my next episode.